There have been chaotic scenes across Lebanon overnight where at least 9 people have been killed and nearly 3,000 injured in a series of pager explosions. And a warning, some of this vision is confronting. Handheld pagers used by the militant group Hezbollah were detonated in a wave of blasts across the country. A child was among the victims.
Hezbollah official says it's the biggest security breach the group has experienced in nearly a year of war with Israel. Nobody has claimed responsibility for the attack, but Hezbollah has blamed Israel and has vowed there will be punishment. Let's go live to our Middle East correspondent, Alison Horn from Jerusalem. Ali, what do we know about how these explosions happened? Certainly very confronting vision we're seeing.
Yeah, good morning, Bridge. It was early in the afternoon local time when we started getting reports of these series of explosions all across Lebanon, including in the capital, Beirut. Videos that have emerged from the scene show these pagers, the communication devices that had been used by Hezbollah members to communicate with each other, exploding in people's hands and in their pockets in the hundreds. We do know from the Ministry of Health that about 3,000 people have been injured. They say 200 of them are in a critical condition. They have critical injuries. And of the people that have been killed, and they are expecting those numbers to rise, they say at least one is a child, an 8-year-old girl. So civilians appear to have also been caught up in this attack. Hezbollah and Lebanese officials have placed the blame for this at Israel's feet. They say this was a coordinated attack by Israel. Now, Israel hasn't commented on it. It hasn't confirmed or denied any involvement. That's not unusual. It's incredibly rare for Israel to comment on any attack that it's been involved with on foreign soil, but there is broad consensus across the Middle East tonight here, local time, that Israel is the only key credible player that would be behind this kind of an attack. We don't know exactly how this has happened. There are reports in Arab media that Israel has somehow managed to infiltrate the supply line of these pagers and plant little explosive devices on the batteries before they were delivered to Hezbollah and Hezbollah members a couple of months ago, and somehow they have been able to be remotely detonated today. Hezbollah says that it is launching a major investigation, but given how heightened tensions are already between Hezbollah and Israel, this is being seen as a major escalation here.
Absolutely. So, Ali, what's it going to mean for an already very tense situation between Israel and Hezbollah?
Well, it's being seen as a real bold but also quite a significant attack. The key questions are, what is the purpose of such an attack and what really now will be the response and the retaliation? Security analysts are already commentating on what the point of this attack could have been. It has now largely disabled Hezbollah's communication channels. Or they do have some other networks, but they had been largely relying on these pages to avoid detection by Israeli intelligence. Those communication channels are now in disarray, in chaos, destroyed. And so there is speculation that Israel may have carried out this an attack on the communication channels as a precursor to a larger Israeli military invasion into southern Lebanon. Other security commentators are saying this is Israel trying to flex and show its military might and its intelligence might, trying to in a sense, provide a deterrence to Hezbollah, because over the last year, during the Israel-Gaza war, we have seen this conflict on Israel's northern border, on Lebanon's southern border, between Israel and Hezbollah, tit-for-tat rockets and missile and drone attacks over the last 12 months that have been gradually increasing in intensity. And in just the last few days, there has been a change in the rhetoric in Israel towards a suggestion that Israel might be launching some major military offensive inside Lebanon. So right now there is a lot of fear in a lot of parts of the Middle East as to what is to come. Hezbollah says it will be retaliating. We don't know what that retaliation will look like, keeping in mind that Hezbollah has some incredibly powerful weaponry, long-range missiles that can reach deep into Israeli territory. So a lot of fear at the moment, and although Israel hasn't changed any of its security warnings for residents across the country, the military says it is now on high alert.